The best thing about this box is that it has a hole in the front, which means the cats can enjoy it as a very special type of condo. Cap's already been in there. Sagan hasn't.
Oh, he's going in.
Will he go all the way in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What ridiculous animals. They're so cute. Is that your new spot? Huh? You like it? It's your new home. Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday. Breakfast stream just ended not too long ago. I gotta take care of a few things and then have some lunch, and then I'm gonna try and finish up my plan of doing a First 20 stream today. And I announced it on breakfast stream, and everyone was like, what time? And I'm like, I don't know. Because like it's not completely ready, so I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to be doing it. So we'll see. But hopefully I can get everything set up and ready, and then sometime after lunch we'll do it. I say we'll. You won't do it.
No, I'm doing other stuff.
Mal's doing other stuff. And this is actually
Cleaning.
Well, this is also a good chance to experiment with this for myself, because what I'm doing is I'm using OBS with a green screen, and I haven't done that yet. So I'm looking forward to trying it out. We'll see if I can get everything running shortly, so I'm not doing it like late tonight. I really didn't expect everything to be so difficult. But as it turns out, it was. Sometime later, and I did it. I managed to do a First 20 stream. And, I gotta admit, it came out better than I thought it did. I was getting a little worried. And the reason is, it took me a long time to get set up for this stream. There was so much that went wrong during setup, like before I ever started streaming, that I was wondering if I would even ever get it up. And it was just like one thing after another. It was a huge pain. So the first thing was that in order to even set up this stream, I streamed with the vlog camera, because the camera that we use for breakfast stream is over there, and like everything is set up right, and I don't really want to bother it and try and move it, and then I'd have to mount it up here. So it's like, I'll just use the vlog camera. This is what I used for Morning Mario, and that seemed like a good fit. So I knew I wanted to do that, so I had to move the lights and get everything set up, green screen, all that. But then when I normally do Morning Mario, I actually record to the camera. I'm not streaming anything. So I needed to get this camera hooked up to the stream box. And the stream box is over there. And like, I could move it, but I was trying to leave everything as alone as I could. Like if I didn't have to move something, I didn't want to, because everything is set up for breakfast stream and Link's Awakening and stuff like that. So I left it alone. And it just so happens that we have a super long HDMI to whatever it's called, micro HDMI cable, and Mal was using it for Mal Makes. So I gave her a shorter cable because she didn't really need all the length, and then I took that cable and it just like barely fit, and it was spread across the room. It's not visible on the stream, but like it worked, but like barely. Then I needed to get a cable from there, an HDMI cable from here to the monitor over here, because I needed to be able to see what was going on that computer, because that's where OBS was. And again, I had a cable that was just big enough, but it had to be run along the ground here. So it's coming from over here and then going like behind the chair. There was not a cable long enough to run it behind the screen. So after getting everything set up, which took a bit, I go into OBS and I start working on it and making sure that I have everything set up. And I really didn't expect it to be like
a terribly difficult thing to do because, for the most part, it can just mimic the Link's Awakening stream. The layout changes a little bit, but otherwise it should be, pretty easy. But for whatever reason, like the capture card in the Streambox, the HD60 Pro, did not want to like pull any image from this camera. And I could not figure out why. And I worked with it for a long time. I was trying things for like an hour. And then suddenly it worked. And I don't know what I did. And one thing I did do shortly before was I updated the game capture software on that computer, on the Streambox. But I really don't feel like that would have been the thing that did it. But once I had it working, I was like, okay, I can't turn the camera off because right now it's functional, so like don't touch it. So I had that on, and I started working on other aspects of the of OBS. The big thing for me is that I wanted to finally set up multi-track recording, which is something that we've never really done before. For those who aren't aware, in OBS when we do a stream and it spits out a VOD for us, a local recording, we post that to YouTube. But in the event that we want to do further editing to it, or in this case, when I'm recording these First20s, I want Dan to be able to play with the audio in case I had the game audio too loud or too soft, etc. I need to have all of those audio tracks separate. And OBS will actually allow you to do that, but I had never really tried to do that before. So I jumped in there and started to dig around and figure out exactly how to do it. I got it working, and then I brought it over to Final Cut to figure out what it would look like and how it would sound, etc. And I went through like every little thing. I was like, I need to test this, I need to test this. I tested all this stuff, and I was listening to it in Final Cut. I was like, oh, this is good. And then when it got to the game audio, it was pitched down by a lot. And I was like, but why? Everything sounded normal, and then the game audio was like, I was like, so it took me a long time to figure that out. By the way, if you ever have this problem in OBS, the way I fixed it was going to the source's properties, and instead of letting it be device default, I set it to custom. So instead of letting the device figure out what it should do, I was like, no, you should do this, 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 and this. And then it just magically made it better. What's so interesting is that it only did that in multi-track recording. When I had multi-track recording off, it sounded fine. So I have no idea, go figure. And then finally, the last thing was syncing. I could not get the game, the HD60S, to like sync with everything. And that, I don't know how many hours I spent trying to figure that out, because I would move one thing and it felt like something else was moving. And at one point I was like, I'm going crazy. I'm actually going crazy. And I had to go for like a walk downstairs, and I was like, have you gotten started yet? I was like, I can't get it synced up. I'm losing my mind. So I took a breather, came back up, finally got it done, and then we were set, and we were actually ready to go. But I truly thought that I would be streaming by like 3 or 4 at the latest. And I didn't go live until 7:30. And like, on the one hand, a lot of the stuff that I did is stuff that is like one time. It's a one-time setup. It's one-time setup, getting all the stuff ready in OBS where everything is synced up and everything is as it should be. Hopefully the next time I do this camera will be detected by the capture card. Curse you, Elgato. But otherwise, it shouldn't take that long to do next time, basically. That being said, it is still a pain that we have several different setups for streaming, and we only have a certain number of pieces of equipment and also a certain amount of space, so things have to keep getting moved around. One advantage of the First20 stream is that we're only probably going to do that once a month, because when we did it, we recorded multiple games, and that's going to cover us for the month. But in the future, I could see myself doing a game, myself, a solo game, and it would require me moving this stuff over here. And if I did it twice a week, I would be moving it here, and I'd be moving it back to do breakfast stream, and then I'd be moving it here, and then I'd be moving it back. And then we would do a Friday stream, so then something has to change again, and it's Whew, it's a lot. And with time, I'll probably figure out easier ways to do it, or if it requires me like just buying some cables and like things are like relatively set up and I just have to like unplug something and plug something else in, like I'll probably figure all that out. But today was a doozy. I mean, it was just, again, I thought that I would be, doing things early, and it just took forever. So, yeah. That being said, I had fun, and I'm glad I did it. And it was very much a success from the streaming side of it. People on Twitch really liked it, and I don't think people on YouTube are really going to notice that much of a difference. It has face cam now, which I know some people, no matter what, are just vehemently against, and that's fine. Everyone's welcome to their opinion. But I don't think it really detracts, and if anything, I think it adds a lot. There's a lot of games that I play where I think it would be beneficial to see my facial reaction, and at least for these next few, you can. And I think that's good. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. It is late. I need to go to sleep. And we're going to have to get up and finish the cleaning. I know Mal was working on cleaning some stuff while I was doing the stream. But Paul will be here tomorrow night. He'll get in kind of late, so we still have like basically all day tomorrow to finish cleaning the house. But we still have to finish cleaning the house. So we should do that. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?